Good morning, hello, and happy Monday. Happy Monday. Tea Kettle Drone, good to see you too. How was your weekend? How are you doing today? Good, awesome. Yeah, my weekend was pretty good. I spent a little bit of time trying to figure out the sale pricing thing with the LMS for the SQL X course. It took longer than I was hoping for. I had already set everything up for the test mode, and apparently I had made some changes to test mode from production mode, and there's no easy way to tell that in Stripe from that. So I had to make a few full price purchases before I realized, well, yeah, I made two because I was like, okay, this will just work, right? And then let's try it for real just to make sure it's gonna work for everybody. And it's like, ooh, yeah, that didn't work. So then I dropped the price down to the minimum that Stripe would allow, and it's like, okay, let's test, because we got to test in production because dev mode works. But we've got it figured out. I think I only lost like a couple dollars worth of fees on it, but the rest of it I'll be obviously making back once. But you know, Stripe now thinks that I've got like $12 of sales, so that's cool. Xanax, hello, how are you doing today? All right, so first off, if we go to learning, I guess you're not really going to see any big difference here. I did put coming soon to both of these. That way, anybody who's coming here will notice, like, hey, these are coming soon. I'm working on it, but it's not ready right now yet. But for our featured course, we've got this up and running. So it's on preview mode here. I think I own this course as any of my logins now. So that's a thing. Yeah, I might have to create another account again. But anyways, if you come to this course now, logged in, and you don't own it, you'll see a purchase course icon, and that takes you to a Stripe page where now you can put in a credit card or anything else. I know that a good number of you are not here in the States, so if you want to purchase this, which I don't want to pressure anybody into, so please feel like don't feel like you need to. It's more of like, if you want this course, feel free to. And you're having trouble purchasing it because I misconfigured like the number of credit cards or anything else, let me know and I can set that up. I also tried to set up money conversion with Stripe. I don't know if I did that correctly. I don't know if it means that it's $5 worth of your local currency or if it's $5 of your local currency. That's what I was hoping to get for, but Stripe made it very weird for it. I wasn't sure what the actual like button clickies were doing. So if it's super expensive for you, let me know and we'll work something out. All right. I want to create a message about that too and put that in Discord. So I'm going to put a link to this in Discord. I'm really only going to be advertising this out for you people on Discord, and obviously here on live stream, and then obviously anybody who watches the VOD, especially like the first minute and a half or of the VOD or so. But I'll put a link into the description for this specific course, And then also I want, what should I do? Let's just go to text edit. This is fine. So let's see. SQLX Rust course is available for purchase. I'm first making it available to community members first. If you purchase, oh yeah, one other thing is like when you purchase, I put in a I put a little text field in Stripe saying like, hey, what's your Discord username, so I can add you to the SQLX course private channel that we have on Discord. And that way that's like sort of a private thing that anybody who purchases can go in there and have access to it, like chat with each other. I'm in there so I can chat with you, and that's a way to like sort of get support, that but also like from people who are taking it. The general course help also works there too, but there's going to be people who haven't taken the course or don't have access to it in there. All right, so if you purchase the course, please send me your email, right? Or no, send me your Discord. A private message, and I'll add you to a private course channel. Okay, so let's see. SQLX course is available for purchase. I'm making it available to the community member first. If you purchase the course, please send me your Discord username in a private message, and I'll add you to a private course in the channel. Obviously, if I see that in the email thing from Stripe, I'll add you too. I don't have any of that automated yet. That's gonna happen eventually. We're gonna get there. But okay, so we're gonna start with this. If you run into any bugs, please let me know, and I'll fix them / be happy to refund you if you want. Okay, and then that is the address for the course. So actually, because this is Discord, we could do this. Okay, I think that works. All right, there we go. And I will also put this into the description of this video too. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to continue working on the LMS. So my plan is to, for probably this week or so, while people assuming that somebody does buy the course, work through, like, just continue working on the LMS, and then next week I want to see about organizing, maybe near the end of this week, then make the do the purchase for the live course and start working on that. With the live course is going to be all about basically the exact same thing, except I'm available for like every single day for a week, I think, for like a drop-in sort of like help working through that stuff. That was a fun set of sneezes. That was like a, am I gonna sneeze? No, yes. Then, oh, no, yeah, no, yes. All right, so continuing on with this. Let's see, I want to be logged into this localhost. I need to be logged into, oh, I need also to maybe secret stuff. Oh, I could do big camera for secret stuff. Oh, that kind of doesn't look great. I need an actual secret, like something to show for secret, some like fun thing. Okay, yeah, that wasn't, it's not gonna just show up in that screen. That's good. There we go. Okay, so what was this about? This is about the data table. Oh, I don't even have data tables in there. It's all stuff in here, isn't it? Okay, so data table. So we have our search bar. We can type in the search bar. We can clear it. Oh, I probably need to turn this into a button, don't I? To actually search. Or it just searches as I'm doing it. That's probably the best way to do it. That there is no button and no need for it. Okay, so then the next thing would be, I want essentially the table part as the next thing to show that off. Okay, so we have our title. Then the next thing would be a table itself. Oh, can you not find a table? Okay, wait. You just forever to find that. There it is. Okay, so bring in the table. You're gonna be upset because, okay, so we need titles. You need titles, and let's see. Let's actually just open up table. Why are you upset? Oh yeah, because I'm not implementing all the props. It's like letting me know that this is the one that's having that trouble. Okay, so we need titles and we need values, and this is going to be a vec of attribute value for the titles, and then the values is going to be a hash map of the titles as the key, and then the values as interesting. Okay, yeah, so I'm doing like a ton of hash maps, which is, I guess, a choice. I think that that's like as close to how I could see that it's working in JavaScript frameworks. I don't know if I want to follow that long term. That might not make the sense. This sense might not make sense. Okay, so I need titles and I wonder if I need to have a data table, like break that out into a single thing where I have like a data table data structure here. If I do a pub struct data table data, oh, that looks horrible. Your type is actually going to be a hash map. Oh, that's okay. Pub type data table data. You're going to be a hash map where we're going to have a title. Shoot, that doesn't, because it doesn't actually give me the titles here. It just gives me the types. So like I'm trying to come up with something like named. So no, having this be a struct, I think makes more sense. So and then I probably should do this as BB data table data. So I have titles. And this could be a vec of attribute value. And then data. Now you could be a vec. I think this is where we need it to be the hash map, right? So I need each row of things, and it's like for one row, which kind of sucks. Because otherwise it's going to be for each column, I have like a vector of things, and then I have to stitch them together, and it's sort of like an ECS system then for the person using it, which makes no sense for most people. Probably me too later on. So we're going to have a vec of hash map. And then you are going to be an attribute value. Oh, attribute value, attribute value. And to make sure that we have like that makes sense, we're going to do pub type. Okay, so we're going to have a BB data table column title is an attribute value. So this will be a BB data table column title, and then of type BB data table value. It's also an attribute value. Okay, so that should make it a little bit easier when I'm reading through this in the future to sort of see what the heck this is. BB data table data. And this is required. So you're going to be upset because, oh, you need to implement partially equal too. Oh no, for iOS mobile browsers, web UI isn't displaying. Well, that's I did not try that. Or rather, I did not try that yesterday. I tried that a while ago. That's a problem that we need to fix. Okay, so what is it? Learning. Huh, interesting. It shows up here, which, and I don't get that. I don't get that thing. And this is iOS Safari. I have it updated to the latest. I don't know why that would show up, why that wouldn't work. I wonder if I'm gonna get a error. Let me open up my email. I set up Sentry to send me a message if there's an error, although sometimes it's not. Oh, there it is. I got it. Reference error. Can't find variable WebAssembly. What? Ooh, what if I try going to that straight to that URL that I gave? No, that worked for me too. Okay. That's weird. Huh, okay, so I see the error. I see the error that happened, and it was that it couldn't find the WebAssembly variable, which is obviously not good. It worked on my browser for the deployed one, and I don't have it cached because I haven't looked on my browser in a short while. That's strange. You're on Safari, right? I mean, it is iOS, so everything's Safari behind the scenes, but it actually is just Safari, right? I wonder if it's a region problem. Like based upon where we are. Actually, I don't know if you're on stream, so I'm talking to someone on Discord without actually sending them messages. Okay, so oh no, tested on my system, my phone. It's working, but I also got a Sentry error for your issue, so I can see what went wrong. Apparently, WebAssembly didn't load. I'm a little bit concerned that it might be a region issue, but I know how to fix that. But I may not be able to do that live on stream because that's going to be an infrastructure change where I need to update. I want to update and send out the CloudFront to be worldwide as opposed to only some areas, basically the cheapest options like update that a little bit. It'll be a little bit more expensive, but still cheaper than going straight to S3. I wonder what a good way for me to test that is, if it's working locally here. Are any of you on not in America and able to navigate to here? I suppose it wouldn't matter if it's phone or not, right? Because like WebAssembly not loading feels like it's more of a networking issue than it's like a phone or not. But I suppose that like testing on a phone is really good. Tea Kettle, hello, you're on Arch Linux, by the way. I mean, it should work. Okay, it works fine there. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Thank you for testing, by the way. I don't, and also, hello, 404 Not Found. How are you doing today? It's like, that feels like a weird networking bug where maybe trying again would work. I'm doing pretty good. We figured that this, I figured out the purchasing so like people can actually buy the course. Obviously I want to make it so that crypto can purchase if he wants. But or if they want. So let's see. Are you using a, wouldn't be like a firewall wouldn't matter on their end. Well, I guess like technically could matter because you could block very well. No, it should still be coming over 443. So if you don't get any of, if you get any normal websites, you should get that. So it'd be more of like specific files could be blocked. Maybe it's like a VPN. Or what region are you? Okay, so there's for that. Oh, interesting. Okay. Does Center provide the IP that raised the error? Yes, I can. It does, which is one reason why I cannot show Sentry out for any errors to like show you the debugging process, because I would dox anybody who, I would dox all of you, which is not what I want to do. So I can't look at that until after, like later today. Opus Bopus, hello. Good morning. How are you doing today? It doesn't work on your Pixel 6 Bromite browser based on Chromium. Interesting. Okay, I've never heard of Bromite browser. What's the error? Do you get a error? Do you get basically just like a blank screen with like a little greater than symbol in the top left? Is that all you see, or is it something else? What is it like? Does it work? It's not does it work, it's can I use? That's what I want. WebAssembly. All right, so what is this? This is bromite. It's not on this list. Is there a way for me to see all the different browsers? Oh, they don't have it at all on here. Okay. So assuming that bromite is similar to chromium, which is Chrome for Android, essentially, as far as I can tell, right? Then it should work. Bromite is a privacy-focused mobile chromium fork, so it'd follow that version. Okay. Oh, no! Okay. Bromite is still setting at 108. Oh, no! Okay. Sorry about that. I wonder what I could do. Well, okay. Like, one of the big reasons that I built this out is like the LMS is in Rust. The LMS is built in Rust, so it's built with WebAssembly. But of course, if like your browser is like older because it's like it's like the fork of Chromium, but it's like a couple versions back, so they can make sure they add in all the security features and everything else, and that takes time. That obviously means that I won't have the WebAssembly support. And you can see, like, most browsers do. Like, if you're running on IE still, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Opera Mini doesn't support anything at all. So they're not surprising there, but like everybody would be used to that. Everybody else, if you're updated, can support it, but apparently bromide is not on that list, which it'd be nice if they added, well, it'd be nice if there was like, can I use just had every browser? But of course, I've had every version of like the shipped browser of like what that is. Oh no, the bromide project doesn't mean updated more. Well, that would also explain why they're not having the most recent update, doesn't it? That it sucks when like things that we use that we like just get dropped, because now we need to go find new things. All right. Well, I'm sorry about that. It should work on desktop because, well, if you use just Chromium on desktop, then it will work, because I believe, does it have Chromium on here? Kind of, not really. It has Chrome, but that's not the same thing. I mean, it's like really close to the same thing. Oh no, bromide last update was 2022. Okay, that was a while ago. That was a while ago. All right. Let's continue on working with this. So let's see. All right, so we got okay, so I implement partial equal on this. So now you're yelling at me saying, hey, you need title, we need to break these out. So we have titles is gonna be props.data.titles. And I think that's probably gonna be good enough for it. And then I want what is it, data? Props.data.data. No, oh yeah, props.data.data. Cool. There's no need for a comma. We're not in a struct. No field data. Oh, values. I should be consistent then. So let's change this to values. Very concerning as far as browsers go, not so privacy focused as it's not updated. Yeah, that's the problem, right? Like, we need to keep things updated to keep up with security, but then again, it's like, this is the problem with open source in general. Open source is expensive because it's, you know, people powered. Like it takes us to write code for open source, but inherently that's like not, you can't make a living that way because people aren't going to pay you for it unless, you know, you're charging services for it. And you can't charge for a browser. Couldn't do that since like the early 90s. So therefore, your choices are pretty limited when it comes to like making money, and it's tough being open source these days. Like basically you're just going to be hoped to be picked up by some big company, which at that point is going to be like, okay, Google picked up the browser, and it's like, oh wait, never mind, this is not good. and then everybody abandons it. So like I don't know what the answer is, because like donations aren't a viable strategy for making money long term. And if you want to run a business doing something like running support for it or do something else, like those are the only, running support and like a self-hosted type thing are the only viable solutions for open source right now for like a business opportunity. And who's going to pay support for their browser? It's tough. But okay, so I have Yew. So now in the pages, we need the data for this. So we can, so I actually have the same data here. So I have titles and values here. So I can actually create a data table data. You're going to be at, no. Going to be a data table data. There is no new for this, is there? So we're just going to have titles and values. And you're going to have data is data table data. Okay. Do you work, or do you still have other errors? You still have other errors. Oh, because used to move values. Yeah, because I did move the in here, didn't I? Okay, fine. I will titles dot clone. Nope, I saw another error. Cannot move out of prop. Okay, so I need to clone you too. Why did I decide to make that uppercase? Okay, there we go. Now you're happy. And here we go. We have all of this stuff just immediately in here. Now, things that I want to be able to do with the data table. I want to be able to sort them, and I want to be able to search them. So we could probably just continue working on the search functionality first. So I want to be able to search across everything if possible. Okay. Apparently, a bromite contributor forked bromite into chromite, and it's still being updated. It's very unfortunate, though. I don't use the phone too much in the first place, but there was a pretty bad CVE or two in less than 116, so it's definitely not a deal. Well, and that's like the other problem with open source. Like, yes, we can just like fork things and then we just have them and it's great. Yeah, that's great. That's a really good side of open source, to be able to do that. But from a, I guess, like, to use the more businessy side of, like, marketing wise, it's really hard to know that it's been forked and which one is like actually truly being updated and where to go. Like, if the owner of the previous repo was nice, they would put like a note at the top of the README saying, we are no longer being updated, go to this project now. But oftentimes it's abandoned and there's nobody to like put that in there. It'd be nice if like GitHub allowed some system where we can just say like, hey, GitHub, these people haven't done it. Can you please, like, you know, allow us to like put a banner on there? But that's, I don't think GitHub, but like what happens if then like a bad actor does that to, like, you know, I don't know, Axum, and just says like, oh yeah, Axum isn't used anymore. It's like this hacker's website now. Like that, it's a slippery slope. I don't think there's a good answer for this. Okay. So search. Am I getting search in here? This is the component. Hi, are you gonna jump up? Maybe? Possibly? In anticipation of cat? He's on the floor thinking about it. Yeah, that's the camera from behind. No? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. He wants to hang out over here because we have a heater over here. Hold on. I can fix this. Turn off cat cam. We're going to move cat cam to heater location. It is quite cold over here today. For those of you who know Fahrenheit, when I woke up today, my phone told me that it was 12 degrees Fahrenheit. If you don't know Fahrenheit, just know this. 32 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing. So that would be the equivalent of 0 C. A negative 11 C. Yeah, cold. Pretty cold. Okay, let's try this cam location. So that's a radiator heater. That's gonna make Zilby happy. Because it is still cold. It's still 12 degrees outside. Don't want that. I want you. Okay, so on so I have my on search here, so I'm getting the search here. So what I want to do is now, oh wait, you didn't want to hang out there next to the heater. Okay, never mind. He just wants to be in the middle of the room, just sort of wandering around. Okay, that's fine. You do you. Court Bob, hello. How are you doing today? Well, now you moved the cat cam. Why would they want to hang out there? You know, that's true. Like, I've long felt that, like, we should, like, as a as like a project. Like maybe eventually once I get like, you know, a series of courses going, we'll do like something where it's like, okay, we'll do like a morning fun project, and then the rest of the day is like working on courses. And then one of the projects could be some kind of like AI driven cat cam that just moves around the room and finds Zilby and follows him around and then gives him food. That way he likes it and doesn't run away from it. He'll probably still run away from it. I need to make it like really quiet so that way he doesn't like get scared of like the electronic noise. Rug Matt, hello, good morning. How are you doing today? Okay. You're thinking of going to your normal place, right? No. Okay, now he's okay. So search. Let's create a. So I need to re-render stuff when it's happening. So that means we need a state. So that's search text. Okay, so we have that. Then we need you to pull you in here to set it. No, I wanted there. Oh, no, that won't work. So this will be, yeah. Okay, so let's change this to new search text. Okay, so we set you to that. So now I have access to search text, and every time I search, it re-renders the component, which should be fine. Unreal Realities, hello, good morning. You're gonna send a funny picture of in Discord of your cat from last week. Oh, nice. Is that Zilby on your screen again? Pet me, please. That's a great photo. I tried to, so I bought a I bought with some subscription money some Zilby toys for him, and I went over and I tried to have my wife get some photos of Zilby jumping at the toys, and they're all blurry because like the lighting wasn't great and we're just using our phones as cameras. I need to figure out like a good way of getting some like Zilby photos so I can put them in there. So like maybe we'll do something like a Zilby photo a week or something like that, or pet photos a week, day a week. I think that would be a fun thing because I love looking at like all those pet photos too. That's a great photo. Thank you, Unreal. Okay, so we have that. Now to search this, so what I normally do in other frameworks, like JavaScript based frameworks, is especially like with Vue, I would create a I'd create a different set of data that's gonna be like a filtered version of the data, which I think is what we're gonna have to do here. So we have like search text, so we're gonna have to have a filtered version of the data. So let searched data, or searched values really, and that's going to be bb data table value. Can I do default? Bomero, hello. How are you doing today? Good morning. Okay. There we got that. Then, so if I have my search values on search, I want to, let's see. Whenever I do a search, I want to set the search values to basically what is being searched. I'm curious whether or not when I clear it, it sends out. I should definitely send out that it's been cleared now, because like otherwise that's not going to work out very well. But I actually wonder if I really need to save this search text. I don't actually know if I need to. I think what we can do is just have search text here, and then we filter out and sort of like set the searched values, right? So if I do let our searched values, let's do this as state, right? So clone you in here, move you in here. So then we have search. I want search values to be equal to, I want to take, this is off of data. So I also need let the props values. Let's see, props at data dot values. Oh, is it? Yeah, it should be that. Props at data dot values dot clone. Right? So far. Okay, so search values. I want to take the props values and I want to search through them. It's a vector of things. We're going to do a filter. So it's going to be a props values. I can't do a filter off of here, so we're going to have to do an iter. Then we can do a filter. I don't need to map it. I just want to keep it exactly as it is. We're going to get a, this is going to be a prop value. So I know which one we're working with. I want to search. Okay, so I wish that the type system here would keep like that unique type name that I created at this point, as opposed to the, well, the name it was aliased from. That would be nice. I suppose that I could create like a struct, like a tuple struct, and then dereference it to the right thing. But that would give me the right name. But that's also more work than I want to do. Okay, so let's see. I want to check to see if the value is... I want to do it for any of them, right? For every single one. So, because, okay, we have a hash map. Oh, can I filter in a hash map based upon the values itself, not care even at all about the title? So that would be... So prop value, so that's a row. So this is really a prop row. I want to take the prop row. I want to get all the values across everything, right? I don't want to do that. 404, gotta start work. Well, have a great day at work. Have a great Monday. And we'll see you next time. Okay, so I can find, but I don't really want to find, right? I want to filter. Okay, so filter, and then this one is now going to be a row value. If I keep this similarly named, this could be this is like a prop value. So previously I had an entire row. Now I have an individual value. This is like a loop within a loop. Not great, but like search. Are there any good search algorithms that like are better for this? Like the only thing that I've got going for me is the fact that I'm doing this in WebAssembly, which like that's going to make it faster. But still, it's not great. At least I'm working with attribute values, which like they're smart pointers, so they're free to clone. So that's good. I do have to be careful if I mutate them at all, because obviously, you know, smart pointers. Okay, so values. Okay, filter. So I want the prop value is equal to the search text in some way. So contains the search text. So I wonder if that would be happy. Whoa, nope, stop. That, do that. Okay, so you get, now you return it, right? So this returns a new, okay, so I want to return you, which returns you. So I want to collect you into a vector of attribute values, right? You're not happy with that? Generic parameters without surrounding angle brackets. But angle brackets. Oh, there. Oops. More angle brackets. Okay. Right, syntax errors. You want a semicolon here. Now, you need to be, so your type, mismatch types, expected type Boolean found. Right. I don't need to collect you at all. I need to know whether or not I'm keeping the row. Oh, that's all I need to do. I just need to know if I'm keeping the row. Did you decide you want to hang out in a heater again? Oh, okay. So we now have a cold Zilby who finally realized that a heater is nice to hang out at. Rugmat redeemed Pet the Cat. Well, we can do that. Hey, Zilby. . Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, Rugmat, for redeeming that. Let me mark that as complete. Opus Popus, your cat Orange, of course, has decided that you don't have mouse privileges for a bit. Joke's on her. I still have my trackpad until like your finger is the new thing. Okay. Let's see. Then okay, so this is okay, so filter with this. Oh, you need to be, so you return a boolean like that. Now you need to return, okay, so what I really want to do is search through all the values. If you return, I wonder if I don't want to use filter because, no, I want to do it for each one, right? No. Well, actually, yes. As soon as I get a value, I want to check to see if it can possibly, yeah, let's restart with this. So I have an entire row, right? And I can look at each value in the row. And I want to say like, if any one of those match the search text, I want to return true here, right? So then we keep it. And then we're going to want to keep this as the hash map. So we're going to collect this back into its thing and then put this into the searched value state. We're going to set this to be the searched values. Okay, so you know what you need to be now. Implicit clone can't be built over an iterator of, oh, do I need to tell you what you are? Or do you need to be a clone? So like props values. Oh, because like this is going to be, this thinks it's going to be a default, so it needs to be the actual thing as opposed to references on them. So if I clone you and then we get an iter, still can't be built over. Okay, why is search string just an I string? I want you to be the full hash map, right? Filter, so that gives me a full hash map for each one. So I want you to be the BB data table Oh, I don't have a choice. Oh, it's a value, right? That one. Can't be built from an iterator over elements of reference to hash map. Why are you... Oh, it's like, I need into iter. Maybe. Okay, so... Now, why are you becoming an iString? I want props values. I clone that. Oh, because it's... No. I clone that. I get an into iterator of that. That gives me props row. So, like, I get it the full hash map here. Why is that just a reference to the hash map? Shouldn't I be getting... Do I need to, like, clone it again? Okay, so I now have a hash map, iString. So attribute value. I'm cloning it. Okay, let's try actually setting a real value here. Maybe it's also like unhappy with this. So if I just say, hey, it's always true. Let's figure this collect out first. A value type implicit clone unsync. Okay, so basically you're an iterator with an item being a hash map. Oh, because there's multiple of them. So I want this to be a vec like that and like that. That's what I need to do. Okay. Wait, but isn't data table value already a... Hold on, what are you? Oh, it's not. Okay, fine. It's... let's create some more types. So pub type, this is gonna be bb data table, like a row is gonna be a vec. I guess the row is gonna be a hash map of a bb data table column title and a bb data table value, and then a pub type, like the full thing, all the values. So bb data table values are going to be a vec of bb data table row. Okay, so now I want this to be a bb data table values. You probably want iter cloned versus iter. Oh yeah, that probably. I keep on forgetting about those. Let's see, components data table. Wait. Okay, so this is going to be. I was like going to someplace else as if that's where my code was, but it's all right here. So okay. So first of all, values. You are going to be not this. It's going to be bb data table values. We set you to be default. So now you know what that is, right? So then we take our search values, which is going to be this the props values I probably can I do that? Let's see. Ricky McCurry, hello, how are you doing today? Did you make a YouTube video? I need to learn more about JavaScript. Kind of stuck with JavaScript as a beginner. Need to know how everyone get to learn JavaScript. So everyone sort of like people have to learn sort of like how they learn first. So if you learn via videos, there's a lot of really good ones out there. Where are you right now in your learning journey? Like, what can you do? Have you built anything with JavaScript, or is it like you're starting from nothing and like that's where you're going with? Also, hello Stacking, how are you doing today? Still stuck at JavaScript. So I would agree with Stacking. Free Code Camp is probably the best way to go. Free Code Camp has a lot of they have a YouTube channel and they have a lot of introductory videos, and then if you also do a Google or DuckDuckGo or whatever search for Free Code Camp, they have a website. It's like called Free Code Camp because they're a code school that's free. You don't have to pay for it. I would probably sign up for that and start going through it. Even if you don't complete it, they should still have plenty of stuff in there for you. And then besides that, that's the best I could recommend right this second. Once you have a little bit of context, could probably point you in a direction of some other content creators that might be good for you to follow. But I wouldn't do that until like you've got a little bit of context. Just watch 24/7 JS YouTube videos. Yeah, exactly. You know what it's like, Kukma. That's how you're gonna learn. Just watch. Also, good morning. How are you doing today? All right, so we have our props values. That's gonna be that. They teach the basics, but last you need to branch out somewhere else to learn front-end frameworks. That makes sense. That makes sense. Watch them, but also do. Like that's the big thing, right? Like it doesn't matter what you do if you don't do. That doesn't sound good, does it? Like we need like something more catchy for it. But like you need to action. Always follow up by action. Crossbow, hello. How are you doing today? Today's problem for new people is paradox of choice. Pool of information is so big, and there's so many polarizing videos about tech that new people don't feel they will make. Yeah, that's a big problem. That's a big problem. I have thoughts on that, and I used to be more okay / like really enjoy watching this sort of like the shit posts on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on like, you know, X, Twitter. I have learned since then that they actually cause more harm than fun. Mostly for people who are like new to the industry, and then also if you don't know English as a like, even if it's not your first language, if you've known English for long enough, you'll get sarcasm, and you'll sort of like know what that is. But if you don't know English that well, everything is real. Like there is no sarcasm. It's just that's it. That's what you're saying. And if you're a trustworthy person, or if you're like a big enough following and you say something and it's a shit post, an unfortunate number of people have no choice but to believe it because that's what they read. And that changed my mind on that a lot. How did the restream go? Speaking of YouTube, I spent all my time working on getting the course to be able to be purchasable. I meant to get to restream, but I spent it on business stuff instead. So restream, we're gonna play around with that. Maybe we can try like later this afternoon. We can like try setting it up, maybe, or because I usually have like a little bit of time between my my end of work and that stream start. So I could try installing it on the PC and see how it goes. And then if we're doing a unscheduled stream on YouTube, then that I got it working. Otherwise, we'll eventually get it working. Okay, so we have you. So now you're a vec of hash map. So I clone you. Well, I've already cloned you, right? So I don't need this anymore because it's a clone thing. So into iterator. So now I have the hash map. I filter that. Filter always gives me a reference. So then if I do cloned, expected to be an iterator that yields. Oh, wait a second. Is like their filter owned or something? Let's see, value of type. Oh, and then I want to change you to be the right type. So you're going to be a BB data table values. So all of the values. Expected closure that implements the function trait, but this closure only implements function once. Okay, so I have a clone problem somewhere. Do I want to clone you? At that point, yes. Okay. Strange question. Is there good tutorials for H264 or H264 codec implementation not written in C or C++? I have never even looked for that. So I have no clue where to even start. Maybe someone in the community knows something, but I can't help, unfortunately. Maybe you could also ask in Discord too. Because like, I would imagine most of them are going to be written in C or C++ simply because that's, I think, what most of them are written in. Which might mean you have to do some some tutorial translations, which are always fun. The biggest thing is upload speed. Comcast only gives you 10 megabits per second, so you would need to offload, restream to a VPS. I should be fine. I have pretty good upload speed, but we'll have to play around with it. You're a tech hobbyist, not your profession, so you go full self-learning path. For you, it's easy to find resources for self-learning, but it always feels dirty, like you're learning stuff. Okay, so the easiest way to fix the like, oh, I'm learning it wrong, like, you know, what the best way is to remember like the end goal, right? Like the end goal for programming is to provide change, like change something, to be able to change, like, you know, machinery, to be able to change like a computer in order to be like something different. And so like we're making a website, so we're making your computer literally like, you know, print out and do different things. The end goal of that is to provide some kind of value. So like for the LMS that I'm building, is to provide courses that you can learn from. For, you know, I don't know, like X Twitter, that's like provide little posts of information to you. For, you know, Twitch, it's to be able to watch somebody else bang, you know, bang a keyboard around and do something on their screen. So in the end, if you can do that, you're successful. And then after that, it's like, okay, can we make it easily changeable, easily updatable? Can we do more with it? So I wouldn't feel dirty about it, because that's learning. That's how we get there. And with any kind of engineering type thing, you have to be willing to get it wrong to later get it right. Because if you're too afraid of getting it wrong the first time, you'll never get to the right eventually. So I would just say, like, embrace the dirtiness. That's the closest I can come to it. It's like, yeah, that's it. You got it. They must have changed ownership rules around closures, so many people are having issues with owning issues around closures. Possibly. Like, I'm just throw. Usually what happens when I get there is like, okay, well, I guess I'm cloning now. Even when I'm trying to I cloned here. I always thought that if I cloned here and I moved it in, I wouldn't need to clone it again. But okay, I guess. Now I wonder sometimes if that's actually a change thing or if that's a Rust analyzer thing. But I'm happy to know that it's all smart pointers, so it's like a clone is not really gonna affect anything at all. And it's the reason why I'm using attribute values everywhere. Okay, so then I filter, so let's do a real filter now. So I want to say that now I have a row. So if I do prop row dot, what are you? You're the full row, but I only care about the value, which is just going to be a single thing. So I can get the values here. Now contains, I don't think I can do contains, right? That contains key. That's not what I want. I want to contain, because that would be, the key would be the value at the top. So what I want to do is I want to look through, so I need to get that value out. We know there's only one of them. There can only be one of them. So we can just get the first one out. So let's do a different, we'll just do for value in values. Nope, it's not gonna be that. It's gonna be prop row dot values. Then I want to check to see you. So can I do value dot so the value, can I do you contains search text? You want to compare let's see, so then you, this returns a, I could just do that, return you. This is that, oh, because if this doesn't loop at all, it's going to be like, okay, so what happens if there's 0 elements to iterate on? So I want to essentially return false. I don't like this. You need to be expected. Oh, a function view character. Wait, are you a function? It's a pattern. It could be a stir. Okay, as there's an as stir. I don't like this, but it might allow us to test this to see how we go. So if I search for like you, nothing happens. Cool. Cool. That's not exactly what I was going for. Is there errors? There are no errors. So now I'm attempting to limit this. So filter based upon this. We can try. I could try a glue console log of like a reference to the proper row. You don't implement, Okay, so prop row is... can I format you? Like, basically go prop row. Display, okay. Display is not implemented for hash map. But can I do... Oh, it's like this, right? No, I would just want that. Okay, so then as I filter through these, I should see all the rows as they're being searched through here. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing all of these. That's fine. See, here's static. Yeah, if every time I do a character in here, it's going through and searching. So that's fine. So that works. Now for value, can we see what the value is? Elias GPS, hello, hey, how are you doing today? Okay. You're a static. What is... So my guess is that if I take you... and we put you in there, this is going to be false every time. No, it... Okay, so it... Oh, wait. Am I being silly? So I think I'm setting the search value state. And now what I want to do is come down here and say like, hey, for these values being pushed in here, you probably want to actually not just always be the prop values. Probably would be helpful to use the searched value state. And then I want to deref and then clone. That would probably do it. Okay, let's nothing is in here. Okay, so when we first set this up, we need to move in, which needs I need to use the trick. So nope, I want to go there, nope. Okay, how do I go back to here? So I want to clone in, oh, weird. Okay, so I have to clone in the props. So let props data values props.data that values. Wait, can I get them? Props.data dot values? Then I move that in here and I want to actually just clone the table values. So this is now going to be the props data values. Oh, wait, what happened? And then close you. Okay. Now, does that reset the use state every single time? That should only be the first time that it's created, right? Okay, so you're okay here. So now if I search for you, hey, look at that. Okay, back to you. Okay, Rust. Now if I search for lowercase, it doesn't work. Okay, so we're gonna have to solve that. If I search for like ST, okay. Is there anything that like both of them have at all? U. And then M. Hey, okay, so search is like basic working. Now if I search for like 10, numbers don't work. So numbers don't work and uppercase to lowercase doesn't work, but we're getting really close. So we're actually showing, I don't need this log anymore, but we're doing basic search, which is good. All right, so that being said, it is after 8:30. My alarm went off. I need to get ready for my day job. I also wanted to take a little bit of look into the problem we saw on Discord for the person who couldn't purchase the course because they can't load the website. Now it might be on their browser in their region, so I'm going to take a look into that a little bit before my work starts. I will be back later today. I will be back at 2:30 p.m. I didn't send a message out. The general stream is going to be at the same time every single day, but I'll be working on, let's see, working? No, I'll be streaming every afternoon except Thursday afternoon. So it'll be exactly the same schedule as last week, but Thursday. This is where server-side rendering would have saved you. I mean, server-side rendering makes a lot of things easier. Like we could just go with like the new, we could just like switch over to PHP and just like do everything there. That would certainly make a lot of things easier. It also seems to be where people are trying to take the industry now. It's like back to just put in all the search stuff into the code itself. What could possibly go wrong with that? TBS Schneider, hello. How are you doing today? Also, I'm sorry, I'm heading out. So I'll miss you. But as I mentioned, I'll be back later today to continue working on this. Maybe we'll try to play around with Restream. Maybe we'll sort of like, we'll play it by ear. We're old enough to see everything old is new again. Yes, indeed. All right. Anyways, I'm going to take off. Have a great rest of your Monday. If I see you this afternoon, I will see you this afternoon. Otherwise, have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Bye.